Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the slice backhand. Now recently I posted a video of my backhand slice in slow motion over on Instagram, and I had lots of you commenting asking for technical analysis of the slice backhand. So I'm going to watch the video along with you guys and talk you through some of the key points in hitting a good slice backhand. Let's check it out. So here we are, we're going to take a quick look at my slice video in slow motion, and we're going to break down some of the technique, starting with the setup, looking at how I prepare my racket and body before the ball comes in. Then we'll be looking at the hitting phase through the contact point, and then what happens after we make contact with the slice backhand. So first of all, you'll notice one of the most important things on any ground stroke, whether that be a slice backhand, a drive backhand, or a forehand, is that we get a good unit turn in our setup. So from our ready position, when we see that oncoming ball come in, it's vital that we get that unit turn. And what I mean by the unit turn is ensuring that our upper body turns together to prepare the racket, as opposed to taking our racket back using just our arm. One of the key components to a good unit turn, you'll notice here, is I use my outside leg to step out behind the line of the ball. So you'll see here that I've planted my left leg behind the line of the oncoming ball, so that I can then step my right leg in line with the ball, creating more of a neutral stance. If I miss this outside leg step, then there is a risk of me stepping across my body with my right leg, creating more of a closed stance, which will cut off lots of options. So leading with that left leg, you'll notice that my upper body turns to take the racket back. Already I've got my hips and my shoulders sideways on, with my eyes focused on the ball. My racket hasn't moved very far from my ready position yet, as I've taken the racket back using my unit turn. Once we've got a good unit turn and a nice wide base, you'll see that the next part of the swing is me extending my racket back further, really coiling my upper body and extending that backswing, allowing me to generate more speed onto the oncoming ball. You'll also notice that I've taken a big step forwards, creating a really wide stance here. This will allow me to really drive my body weight forwards whilst remaining balanced. My racket is now in a high position above my shoulders, allowing me to generate racket speed coming in a downward motion towards the ball. You can see that I'm fully loaded here with my unit turn and my higher take back, as my eyes are locked onto the tennis ball, but you could also see that my shoulders are tilted so that they are also pointing towards the ball. My front shoulder is lower than my left, again allowing me to swing from high to low, knifing through the ball with control. My chin is rested on my shoulder, showing that coiling of my upper body and my unit turn. Now that the ball's in frame, you'll see me start to uncoil and to start to drive towards the ball. Now from this position, you'll see that my racket head starts to drop and drive through from a high to low. And you'll notice that the butt cap of my racket is now pointing towards the ball as I pull my racket towards the contact point on edge. Now when you pull your racket through on edge like this, as opposed to having the strings pointing towards the ball, it allows the racket to travel faster through the air before making contact. But what you'll notice is as I get to the contact point, you'll notice that my racket face actually flattens out slightly, so that I'm making contact with the ball with a slightly less open racket face. It's a common misconception that you need your racket face open when hitting the slice. And although it does appear so on the take back and on the follow through, the contact point is actually nearly flat facing the court. This allows your slice to stay low, to travel fast, and to penetrate the court at the other end. What you'll also notice here is that my hands have split. So if I go back slightly in the video, you'll see that my take back happens with two hands in that unit turn. My whole body takes the racket back together. But as I drive towards the ball, my left hand leaves the racket, and after contact, my left hand splits to keep me well balanced and to feel that stretch across my chest. My racket face has now reopened, facing up to the sky. That helps with a nice fluid swing, and you'll see if you see the whole motion all in one go, it's one smooth sweeping motion through the contact and afterwards. After that follow through is complete, you'll notice that my back leg then comes forwards, and then I'm ready to move on to the next ball. So if we go back to the start and quickly summarize some of the points. So point number 1 is use your outside leg to get behind the ball during that unit turn. Take the racket back with both hands, prepare the racket up nice and high above shoulder height. You should see that shoulder tilt pointing down towards the ball as you step forwards onto your front leg. As you drive towards the shot, you want to be pulling the racket through, leading with the edge of the racket as your body weight really transfers through the shot to make contact with the ball with slightly flatter strings. After contact, you extend your hands apart, pointing that racket up the sky before your back leg comes back round. It's important to note that this is just one type of slice. You can see here that I'm hitting a fairly aggressive slice, and there will be differences when it comes to hitting defensive slices, drop shots, angles, side spins, all of these different things. But what I've showed you here hopefully will give you some of the fundamentals to help you to improve your slice. So I hope you found that useful. Let me know how you're getting on with your slice backhand in the comments below, and if you've got any questions for me, I'd love to help. Good luck with your tennis, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.